Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditblogger.com. Today's video we are going to talk about the top 4 net 30 vendors for building business credit. So if you're a startup or existing business, you want to know what type of credit can I get to build up my business credit profiles with the major business credit reporting agencies, this is the video for you. We're going to share with you my recommended top 4 vendors that'll help you do just that. Best of all is none of these vendors will pull your personal credit check. Okay, so they do report to Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, Equifax Business, as well as some other major business credit agencies. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so and I'm going to go through this really quick, but if this is the first time you listening to this channel, this video, what is actually a net 30 vendor? A net 30 vendor, it's also known as a net 30 account. That's when a company extends credit to you as a business on credit terms where you have to pay it in full in 30 days. That's why it's called net 30. So if they give you a $2,000 credit limit, you can spend up to $2,000, but you have to pay that in full within 30 days. That's what a net 30 account is. Now, that's what's really powerful about this particular type of short-term financing is because it reports to the business credit reporting agencies. But what's important to remember with net 30 vendors, there's plenty of suppliers and vendors throughout the country. There's over 500,000 that extend credit to businesses. The challenge is less than 10,000 of them actually report their payment data to a business credit agency. So as a business owner, you want that data. You want your payment activity. You want how you pay your invoices to show on your business credit reports, because that's your report card of how you manage your company's finances. So when another company, a lender, a bank, or supplier checks your business credit report, that's how they see how are you managing your credit. So if you have credit right now with a vendor or supplier that doesn't report to a business credit agency, then obviously that doesn't help you because it doesn't show up on your business credit report. So these particular 4 vendors that we're going to share with you today report your payment activity to the business credit agencies. So it's important to use net 30 vendors because it helps you conserve cash flow. You can buy products and services that you may need to grow your company on credit and then defer the payments for 30 days. Okay, this protects your personal credit. There's no personal liability. So that's another benefit, and you get discounts from vendors and suppliers by paying your invoices on earlier, better than terms. And it's what's advantageous for you is that this is a unique way to start building business credit. Let's say you have bad personal credit or you don't want to use your personal credit, then this is a stepping stone. It allows you to get store credit or vendor credit to start building up your credit file so you can eventually get more mainstream credit like retailer credit or cash business credit cards, etc. So this helps you build your business credit reports and scores. So as you know, the benefit of building a business credit report, building up your credit reports with the major credit agencies like DNB, Experian Commercial, Equifax Business, is because it allows you to have a strong credit-worthy profile. So when you apply for financing as a business, banks and lenders don't just look at your personal credit. They can also look at your business credit report to help you expand and give them the opportunity to see how your business is managing its finances, not just you as an individual. And there's many lenders that will strictly look at your business revenues or strictly look at your business credit reports and not pull a personal credit check if your company is strong enough. Okay, so think of your EIN number, that's what helps you create your credit file, as a social security number for your business. Net 30 accounts, net 30 vendors, are many different types of net 30s you can get. So I'll just you can look at this screen later on. Let me just get into the top 4 net 30 vendors, which is why you're watching this video. Okay, so you'll need to obviously be an entity formed, whether it's an LLC or corporation, before you apply. You have to be in good standing. Make sure your company, check your state website. Make sure your company is in good standing, that you paid your annual report filing fee. Most states have that. You want to have an EIN. You want to have all your general foundation of company set up. What I mean by that, you want to have your business address, your dedicated business phone number, dedicated business email address, a business bank account established. This is all important information because when you provide this on an application with a vendor or supplier, that data, that information that you apply and they set up your credit line with that vendor, they should now share that data with a business credit agency. So if a business credit agency like Experian Commercial doesn't have a credit file on you, the data that the vendor is sending to Experian will now create your company credit file and use that data that you put on the credit app with the vendor. Okay, so that's why it's important to get credit ready before you actually start applying for vendor credit. Okay, it's important. Last thing, I just want to give you a really quick important tip before we get into the top 4 vendors. Is your purchase activity. Make sure you use your credit. You don't have to buy something every single month, but just use your credit. Payment status, make sure you pay on time and you pay on or ahead of the due date, which is really important. The size of your credit limits are also important with your vendor. So even though you might get $1,000, $2,000 credit limit from a vendor, work to increase that over time if you're using that credit line often. Your balance is also an indicator. You don't want to max out your credit line. If you do pay it in full, that's okay. Just make sure it's reporting as paid in full before you apply for more credit. Your length of your payment history is huge. So you can add 4 trade lines literally within 30, 40 days here. I'm going to share with you 4 that will give you credit right now. That's 4 positive trade lines reporting on your business credit reports. And but that doesn't mean you have a super strong credit file. It just means you have 4 trade lines with 1 month of payment history that you just opened them up. So you have to remember it takes time to build up payment history as well. So let's talk about number 1 net 30 vendor. It's a company called Shirtsy, and this company, it's great. If you're looking to have your logo on your t-shirts, on polo shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, any type of promotion materials, this is a on-demand direct garment printing facility. So this is a really great net 30 account, a net 30 vendor to have. Really simple, get approved, go to net30account.com. That'll take you right to their site where you can get your credit established. They require a $99 yearly membership fee. You have to at least be 30 days in business, and you receive a $2,000 to $4,000 trade line. That's going to be reporting on your business credit report, which is great. They give you a $400 monthly spending limit. So even though it's reporting as a $2,000 or $4,000 trade line, they give you up to $400 to spend on your account every month using your credit line. Okay, there's no personal credit check, no personal guarantee. Now here's the kicker: this particular trade line reports to Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax Business, SBFE, which is a small business financial exchange, NACM, Creditsafe, PayNet, and Aconssories. So these are a lot of business credit bureaus. So if your company doesn't have a business credit file established with DNB, Experian, Equifax, or Creditsafe, they're gonna report that data to those credit agencies, and that'll set up your credit file because they're sharing the data, your payment activity. So this is huge. Okay, so net30account.com. This is number 1 net 30 vendor that you can get no problem. Okay, I like to call them an easy approval net 30 vendor. Let's talk about number 2. I've talked about this one on previous videos. Is CEO Creative. This is custom design and branding services, the electronics, office supplies, and business accessories. So you go to vendorcreditline.com for this one. They also have a $129 yearly membership fee. You have to be at least 90 days in business for this. You get up to $1,100 net 30 account, no personal credit check, no personal guarantee, and it reports as a $1,100 credit limit to DNB, Equifax, and Creditsafe. Okay, so this is trade line number 2 that you can get, and these are very simple. Nothing. You don't have to have multiple trade lines reporting on your business credit file to get approved for these. These are what I call great starter accounts. So if you're brand new, you want to start building business credit, you don't want to use your personal credit as a qualifier, these 4 net 30 vendors, this is where you want to go. Okay, and remember, just if you're going through like our business credit card funding program, we're getting you revolving credit as well. It's important you want to also get net 30 vendors like this because it helps diversify your business credit file. It shows that your company can handle revolving credit, like let's say business credit cards, but also shows your company how it handles its short-term financing through like net 30 accounts like this. Okay, so let's talk about number 3. This is Crown Office Supplies. They provide office supplies and office care packs. And you see, with each of these vendors, if you have a business, you'll find things you need. Obviously, you want to have maybe promotional materials for your business, office supply products, electronic products. So there's nothing you can't find that you need to use your credit line with here. For this one, you're going to go to net30vendor.com. This requires a $99 setup fee and up to a $2,000 net 30 account here. Report says a $2,000 credit limit to Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, and Equifax Business. So with that particular this particular account, you're now going to have a trade line number 3. Okay, so this is 3 trade lines right off the bat. And the beauty of it is all 3 of them, I just told you, report to Dun and Bradstreet, and the 4th one does too. So this will also, if you set up all 4 of these net 30 vendors, this will generate a PAYDEX score for your business. It takes 4 trade lines reporting to Dun and Bradstreet to create a PAYDEX score, which is your business credit rating. So this will give you a minimum 80 PAYDEX score, which now opens you up even to more possibilities to get credit, because there's certain vendors that will only approve you for credit if you have a positive DMB PAYDEX score. Okay, so this is a great stepping stone for you. I'm excited for you, especially if you're getting new to the business credit strategy of building credit for your company, because I'm sharing with you right now how to do it. Okay, now let's talk about the 4th one. This is Summa Office Supplies. Now you're going to go to SummaOfficeSupplies.com. You're going to use the coupon code SNSSBC. The requirements is you do have to make a $60 initial purchase to get your $2,000 net 30 account. They also report to Dun and Bradstreet. So back in the day, you've heard a lot of people talk about some of the other net 30s, like, you know, way back, like Uline and Quill, and they're still good companies, don't get me wrong. But, you know, many times they start you with a $500 credit line, and that's it. These 4 vendors, we're talking about $1,000, $2,000, up to $4,000 initial credit line, trade lines reporting to your business credit reports. So this is much more powerful than just getting a $500 credit limit with, you know, a starter line like Uline or excuse me, like a Quill. Nothing against those are good companies, don't get me wrong, but that's why I love these, because you get higher trade lines reporting on your business credit reports. Okay, now if you already have an established business credit file, like with a company like Summa, they can give you $5,000 to up to a $50,000 net 30 account. Okay, so now remember, with Summa, if you build up your business credit file for at least 6 months of history and you're using your accounts, you can also reach back out to them and request a credit limit increase, as you could do with all these vendors. Okay, so these are the 4 net 30 vendors for building business credit. Now, if you're looking to scale your access to credit for more vendors, more suppliers, gas cards, business credit cards, other business credit building strategies, check out our business credit building system at businesscreditbuilders.org. That's businesscreditbuilders.org. We also have our funding products that we do, like business credit card funding, loans, lines of credit, etc. So if you like this information, give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe tab. That way you're always going to be notified when we come out with a new video on funding tools or strategies, credit sources to help you maximize your business credit potential, at the same time protecting your personal credit at the same time. With that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.